Welcome. My name is Harold. I'm here to introduce you to the content of the Hofstede model for culture understanding. The Hofstede model is a theoretical series of items that, being studied one by one, will help us to understand a particular culture of a particular society. In this case, will be Barranquilla. Since this video essay is related to the places on Barranquilla, we will only use the three items on the Hofstede model that best relate to the places and geographical locations on Barranquilla. So, let's begin. To begin, we will use the individualism versus collectivism index. Individualism and collectivism could be summarized in a particular culture when that society thinks in terms of I am or we are, being I am an individual conception and being we are a collective conception. Since Barranquilla, unlike any other city, is not referred only as a geographical location, but a particular atmosphere for a culture, we think in terms of we are Barranquilleros. Barranquilleros being a set of different characteristics that help us to construct a particular identity. So, this in the index of individualism versus collectivism, the city of Barranquilla is obviously in the collectivism area. The next one will be uncertainty avoidance index. The uncertainty avoidance index, it refers to those tendencies in a society to think or not to think about the future. As most of the rest of Colombia, Barranquilla always thinks in terms of the future being an unknown and being open to the different possibilities, being something really good or being something really bad. And the third item in the list will be the short-term orientation versus the long-term orientation. Barranquilla, and Barranquilleros in particular, are said to believe in short-term orientation. They live day by day, instead of thinking many years from now. This may seem a little bit unorganized, but it keeps things very fresh and help us to live every day as a different adventure, being a particular asset to the life and the quality of that life. Thank you very much. Let's continue analyzing the different places that we study for this video essay.
Opened its door in June 25, 1988, inaugurated by the President Julio César Turbay Ayala, with the presentation of international ballet by Elie Toussaint. Plays an important role of cultural transmission and is the main stage for presentation, debates, and concerts. It is recognized as a cultural center of the Caribbean region. The Abril de la Rosa opened its door for every type of public, and the type of art provided is great and varied. Christian communities are recognized by their team spirit. They refer to themselves as a family which take care and support one another. In addition of that, they work to maintain and transmission the cultural tradition. They introduce new elements, showing a medium-term orientation. Their general objective is to entertain and allow the public to enjoy. Barranquilla, which name honors the writer Amira de la Rosa, author of Barranquilla Icon.
Greetings, my name is Ahmed Abaje. I will talk about cathedral. The name of cathedral is Catedral Metropolitana María Reina de Barranquilla. Was built in December 5, 1995. It is a Roman Catholic cathedral church dedicated to Blessed Virgin Mary Queen. The construction of this modern style took around 27 years. It was designed by an Italian architect, Angelo Mazzoni Grande. Some years later, a Colombian firm renovated the structure. The cathedral has a very interesting features like the capacity and the artistic work. The capacity is for 4,000 people, and the artistic work is like stained glasses and enormous sculpture and others. The impact of this cathedral is a religious way. In Barranquilla, most of population is Catholic. Generates a very important component in their society. They affect two tendencies: collectivism and conservatism. They provide a social behavior and a weak uncertainty avoidance index, because the society giving too much importance to traditions.
Well, my name is Ruben Castro, and I'm going to talk about Museo del Caribe. Museo del Caribe is the most important part of Parque Cultural Caribe that was founded in 2009. Museo del Caribe is also the first regional museum in Colombia, so that's an important element that we need to have in mind. If we want to talk about Museo del Caribe, we need to talk about the hosts that it has. So we can talk about the Sala de la Gente, where people can learn about gastronomy of the region and interact with history. We have the Sala de la Palabra, where we can learn also words like ajá, miércoles, yuca, many elements of literature. We have the most famous hall, in fact, is Sala Gabriel Garcia Marquez, where we can find a library with dedicated all the library dedicated to Gabo and some important books. We have Sala de la Naturaleza, where we can find some elements about flora and fauna. We have Sala de la Acción, where we have objects that are very related to history, because we can learn history with the elements like craft, navigation tools, phones, etc. And finally, we have the Sala de la Expresión, where we can learn about dances and music of the region. Well, that's all. the about the Museo del Caribe. Thank you.